To make payments on invoices, the easiest way to do this using Xero is using the batch payment function. To use the batch payment function, you go into the accounts and purchases and bring up your awaiting payment list. So this brings up your accounts payable ledger, so showing all the invoices that are unpaid, and from this list you can select which invoices you want to pay. The main benefits of using batch payment is, firstly, you can select multiple invoices to pay at once. You can make part payments against those invoices. You will also be able to upload a file into your internet banking that automatically populates all the details, so saving you time inside of internet banking. And you can also send remittance slips to all the suppliers that you're making payments to. So to make the batch payment, I find the invoices that I want to pay. So in this case, I'm going to pay Smart Agency, Power Direct and Net Connect. And then I select batch payment and OK. So now I've got those 3 invoices showing up in my batch payment area. So the thing that I want to check first is that for each of the suppliers that I'm wanting to pay, that I've got their bank account details in there and something written in the details area. Now the details area, this is what shows up on the client's internet banking or their bank statement, and really is just a narration that shows up. So I recommend putting the name of your business here, because that's the easiest way for your supplier to know where the payment has come from. Where you've got suppliers that don't have anything in their bank account details or the details area, you can populate them now, and what it does, it will save it against the supplier card, so the next time you come and make the payment, the details will be in there. So this is a once only requirement. So where I have bank account details missing, I can enter them in on this screen. Now the thing to note about bank account details is the BSB and account number need to be added in as one number. So if Smart Agency, I know the BSB is 062354 and I know the account number is 115673. I add that there, and that will save against the supplier card. So next time I pay Smart Agency, that will be in there. So for any invoices are unpaid, just enter the bank account details, and if the details area is also blank, just put in the name of your business there. Now against this Smart Agency invoice, I only want to pay $1,000. So to do that, I just simply say in the payment column $1,000. The other 2 I'm happy to pay the full amount of the invoice. So once I'm happy and I've got all the invoices have a bank account detail and information, my business name in the details column, I then need to populate these 3 boxes. The payment date is the date that I'm going to approve the payment inside of my internet banking. So if I want to pay this tomorrow, the 26th of August, I will change that date to the 26th of August. In the bank account, what I'm doing is I'm selecting which bank account I want to make the payment from. And the details, this is the file name that's going to be showing when you upload into internet banking. So I just call this creditors 2608, just the date there, so I know that it's the right creditors file. And then I select make payments. Next, I am presented with this screen showing me that the batch payment has been created. So from here, this is where I can send remittance slips, which will be sent directly to my suppliers, telling them that I'm making the payment and telling them that which invoices I'm paying for. So if I go into send remittance, and again, what I want to check is to make sure that each of my suppliers, I've got an email address in there that I know is the right email address to go to their accounts department. So I've got Smart Agency, which doesn't have any email address. I just so happen to know the email address, so I'll put that in there. Again, this will save against the supplier's contact card, so I won't need to enter this in next time I do this. You can send yourself a copy of the remittance advice, just so you know what's gone out to the suppliers, but there's another way to check this, and I'll show you that after I send this. Okay, so they've all been sent to the suppliers. As I said, I can actually just look at the remittances being sent to the suppliers. Just there I selected a branding theme. That's just to show you that you can brand your remittance advices, so that when you send them off to your suppliers, it will come up with your logo or whatever you choose to brand, however you choose to brand them. So on here, what I'm seeing is that this is what NetConnect would receive. They'd be told that I've made that a payment against that invoice for the full amount, and that's the invoice number. If I look at my Smart Agency one, Smart Agency will see that I've made a payment against this invoice, but I've only made a $1,000 payment, so $1,000 is still owing. Okay, so once I've sent the remittance advice, the next thing I can do is export the batch file. What this does is it creates an ABA file. So the ABA file is what the banks require, the type of file format banks require to be able to import information, to be able to populate payments. So the only thing to make sure is that you're saving this in a file that you'll know where to find when you go into your internet banking. So in this case, I'm just going to put it in my downloads button. One thing I would recommend is to ensure that your ABA file does not have brackets. The reason for that is some banks will not allow an ABA file to be uploaded if it has brackets. Okay, so I've saved that there. Okay, the next thing, now I'm ready to go to my internet banking and import the batch file. To see the instructions on how to import the batch file, please go to the video that shows for your particular bank how to import a file. Thank you.